Soul Garden.
Hello, Lunar Child, and welcome back to Soul Horoscopes Weekly Update. From my webcam to yours, I'm Christopher Witecki, your host to the universe. I've also got a little present. Right now, I'm on sale. If you buy a 1-hour reading with me, you get a free 30-minute follow-up that you can use this year in 2012. This is a perfect reading for a first-timer, also a great reading to break through some core issues. So take advantage while you can, while Witecki lasts. Also, some other interesting news. Come on and be a part of our video studio audience. We now have video chat available on the mothership anywhere we have a show. So come on down, you can chat on camera. It's really our effort to never leave anyone alone. We want to have soul on the site all the time. So I'm super excited. I love technology. So hello, Crab. How are you? Welcome back. The sun is wrapping up Leo this week and moving into Virgo. This is going to be a big shift in our states of awareness. And it really has been pretty tumultuous. I mean, gosh. High seas, a lot of shifting of energy and emotion. In fact, the new moon on Friday night was a killer. Mars crossed over Saturn, and it really probably disrupted the crab's sense of stability, home and foundation. We'll talk more about that. That's going to be a long theme. But first, we're going to wrap up Sun in Leo and then shift into the Sun in Virgo on Wednesday. So on Monday, as we start off, you are cloudy, nesting, and resting. The moon is in Libra, so emotions are focused on your emotions. You are supposed to focus on yourself. Home, family, foundation. Now this is a big legacy shift in the next few weeks with your home, family, foundation. So the How You Feel Monday is a kind of a setup to the way the rest of the week goes. The other thing is we have no ruling planet on Monday, so you really just want to hold space. What are you holding space for? What you're worth. That's what you've worked on all month long, your soul capital. What you're worth, what you're manifesting. So you just want to hold space as you nest and rest. Think of a hen sitting on an egg. That's kind of the way Monday is, I think, for you. But there are still some challenges, like this opposition. For a few hours, your emotions will directly oppose your career needs, okay? And really, out of the two, it's your career that still has a lot of change ahead. Your need to nurture, your need to take care of yourself, what your emotional needs actually are, you're actually well aware of what that is. And so I don't think you're going to have such an issue with the opposition on home and family. Let go of the career, innovate the career. These may be decisions, not just career as well, just so you know. We could be talking about decisions. So this tug of war between career and home and family is really about choosing or making decisions that more serve your own self-nurturing. So Monday does have a minor test as you nest and rest. Tuesday, shift hits the fan. Showers, chance of huge emotional release. There's a lot of things going on. It's kind of a perfect storm. On the one hand, the sun's at 29 degrees Leo, so this is the final test of your self-esteem and what you're worth. So the universe is tempting you back into low self-esteem, tempting you back into low money issues or low vibration when it comes to abundance and your ability to feel good about yourself. So there's a temptation to pass this transit. But there's other stuff going on with the planets, namely this gigantic party with the moon crossing over Saturn. Let's take a closer look, shall we? As the moon crosses over Saturn, you're going to be called to emotionally have to grow up. In other words, you're going to have to release old poor pity party or oh, my family was bad or I didn't have any support. And as soon as you release it, kaboom, hours later, the moon will cross over Mars, which is going to give you a burst of emotional aggro energy. This is the energy to get out of the house. This is the energy to get moving, to move forward, to change your life, to change your reality. That's what the moon crossing Mars is. So it's making decisions to cut old baggage, cut old feelings, and then moving from that to act on it. Now here's the danger. If you don't make the decision and you hit Mars and you haven't done anything on your own will, well, a lot of times things will happen for you. There'll be breakdown, problems at home and family. So the universe is not kidding. This is what the Act 3 videos are about. Cancers must get control of their home family foundation, really take responsibility for their own nurturing and their own well-being. Those who do will do well. Those who don't are going to have a hard time in 2013. The Act 3 videos talk all about it. All right. Then on Wednesday, it gets kind of cloudy, but you are childlike nonetheless. The moon moves into Scorpio, so your emotions focus on inner child, creativity, your inner princess or your inner prince, so that's good. So your emotions are shifted in that. The sun is 0 degrees. That is the no man's land. Pluto rules the day. That means death consciousness rules the day. We're putting to bed the soul capital lessons, and now we're focusing on the next month of lessons with the sun in Virgo. Those lessons will be focused on green energy again. That's right. In fact, IB Virgo, Virgo energy, is the same heart chakra base as I love. So what we love and what we be come from our heart, what we love and be. Pretty obvious. Universe is super clear on this stuff. I don't know why mankind's not getting it. Now, there are 3 chapters to Virgo, live, love, be. We're going to focus first on the live. When you are a Cancer, you tend to live in your head. Have you noticed that? A lot of your reality is in your head, but you also simultaneously feel your emotions. It's no accident that Virgo energy rules your head, because what it does is allow a Cancer to come to an exact pinpoint of how they feel and how they think. The powerful combination of thinking and feeling are vital to powerful manifestation. So Cancers, I'll be working when they're talking about reality, reality is often in their head. Often is. What seems most real are often their thoughts. They have an ability to turn thoughts into emotion very quickly. So your Virgo's pickiness and your Virgo detail-orientedness is how you think as a Cancer. All right? Everyone has all signs in them. Cancers have Virgo in the head. All right? So Cancers are Virgos in the head. In this first chapter, the live chapter, how you live in the moment, we're going to focus on your thoughts and managing your thoughts and what kind of attitude and thoughts are coming across your mind. We're going to talk about watching your thoughts. We're going to talk about observing your mind games. We're going to talk about observing your negative patterns. I don't think this is going to be as hard of a transit as the rest of them this year, because Virgo is the cleanest consciousness we have really right now. So on Thursdays, the sun clicks into 1 degree. Right away, it is thoughts versus beliefs. We're going to have a beliefs versus thoughts tug of war. That's mostly due to the fact that we have an opposition between Neptune and the sun. This opposition is a tug of war between God versus reality, or in your case, a tug of war between your beliefs and your faith and your religion and your actual thoughts. So I would assume that Neptune in Pisces is super sweet and you should surrender to your intuitive beliefs and start watching your thoughts. So by hanging from your intuitive beliefs or staying more in the belief conscious in the opposition, you're starting to observe your thoughts and starting to observe whether or not they're in alignment with your beliefs. Then the trine between the moon in Scorpio, which is focused on inner child, to Venus in Cancer, means that you're going to be feeling a lot of inner child emotion on top of this, and you're going to be opening up your ego and your strength. So letting the fire fuel in your inner child builds strength, opens you up, but building strength does mean you will feel weak or tired. All right, so you are building strength, but that means you feel weak or tired. That's the emotional side of the story, while I think you have the mind versus belief going on in your head. So it's a very crisscross day as we start off on Thursday and start this whole thing. Then we get to Friday. Now Friday, actually, emotions rule the day. It's a very passionate day, but the moon shifts into sunny and hyper-aware, shifts into your reality. So out of inner child into reality. So you are feeling your emotions, you are wearing them on your shirt sleeve, they are affecting your health and they are affecting your reality. That's as the day progresses. It starts childlike and then shifts into reality. But from the planet perspective, we're blessed with a soul pyramid in fire. That moon is going to hyper-focus on reality. You're going to feel your feelings, you're going to feel your life, you're going to really breathe your life in and out on Friday. And that breathing trines right into a couple of interesting areas, all right? On the one hand, career. On the other, money. So I think, or I feel, that you're going to start to use your own emotions to navigate. You want to navigate to a lifestyle that feels right, which I think will help you align your career trajectory, and I think will help you move further down the pieces of building that money and soul capital. But it comes from really using your emotions in the moment to feel right. What feels right? Interesting stuff. Saturday, Jupiter rules the day. The moon's in Sagittarius. You are sunny, focused, but feeling stuck. So you might feel really trapped. You're very hyper aware of the moment. That's because the moon is still in Sag, still putting emotional focus on your reality and on your health. With the planets, we have, it's Saturday. Wonk, 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 wonk. There we go. With the planets, we have a tug of war. That's being stuck. The being stuck is the moon will oppose Jupiter in Gemini for a while, and when it hits that, we'll have this moment of a grand square or also a grand cross. It depends on where you study. Your emotions are hyper-aware in the moment. As they oppose as they oppose Jupiter, you're going to have reality versus inner faith. Jupiter's trying to help Cancers have greater inner faith. Now, when you're on a path to learn inner faith, that means you're not feeling good and you're on your knees praying. Just telling you. So you'll have reality versus faith. That's one area that's making you stuck. And then you have the Neptune versus the Sun, which is what we're talking about this month. Talking about your mind and your thoughts versus your beliefs with Neptune. So we're stuck. Now, what do you do when the universe is pulling you in 4 ways? Nothing. You stay still and you learn. And that's what Saturday is really about, staying still and learning and processing what you can in those 4 directions. It's Sunday when shift hits the fan. Showers, chance of some major love issues, plus Uranus rolls a day on Sunday. Let me explain it all to you. First of all, the Sun is ruled by Uranus, which means there will be a breakdown. For you, intellectual breakdown, finally the attitude's just going to collapse, the conversation's going to collapse, the negotiations with someone's going to collapse, something collapse in the intellectual speaking field. On top of that, the Moon is going to shift into long-term relationships and focus your emotions on marriages. Not just focus on marriages, but force you to release from old stuff. See this at the top? The Moon crossing Pluto. Wonk wonk. This is going to be, I think, the fuse. Let's take a closer look. Basically what happens is, as the Moon approaches, you are called to release old marriage baggage, which means you're getting sicker and sicker of your husband, and more angry at your wife, and sicker and more angry, and boom, you blast. It's a release, and the release is, oh God, I'm sorry I was wrong because I was harboring all the past and throwing it to you on the present. Then as the Moon crosses, boom, there is a birth of emotional energy where you begin to feel a new day and a new reality in your long-term relationships. That's basically the construct of the emotional bump of the day. But as you can see, that Moon Pluto at the top trines down to the Sun and adds to the mental breakdown. So it's very likely that the universe, through pushing you to release from old marital drama or old relationship drama, you in fact have a mental breakdown and can see things differently, but it may take an argument or a storm to get there. What else is new on planet Earth, huh? One last thing, don't forget, Mars conjunct Saturn. Mars moves into the house of inner child by the end of the week, which means that on this day of releasing from marriage issues, you are charging the inner child and therefore taking responsibility for nurturing, which is part of the Saturn and Libra transit. So really 3 hot areas, Sun and Virgo, Saturn and Libra, and then this Pluto energy is very hot this week. It's definitely a week that we're going to have to focus. All right, Cancer, that's all I have for this week. I'll see you in 7 days. Hang in there and live, love, be.